Hey guys, Mark with Think Insurance, and today we're going to do the top 13 discounts that Progressive offers, and hopefully you guys have all of these applied on your policy. If not, you're going to learn them today. So just a quick note, I would like your advice on a few things if you don't mind. If you guys find some advice out of these videos or there's something that you get value out of, definitely leave me a message in the comment below and let me know what that was. And then that way I can tweak some of these videos to better fit you. One of the things that I'm doing every Tuesday is I'm going forward and trying to do a company review or some sort of head-to-head comparison with companies, things that are good, things that are bad, anything that will benefit you overall. If you're an agent, stay tuned every Thursday because we go through some agent training, which is more sales related and how to focus on customers. So the number one discount always has been, and always probably will be, is your multi-policy discount. If you're not getting a multi-policy discount with Progressive, you are missing out. If you're in one of those states that charges a large amount of premium, even if you're paying $200 or more per month, then you should be looking at a renter's policy or a homeowner's policy. That alone will save you 15 to 20%, which could cost you less than the actual renter's policy would be. Having a multi-car discount, that's a little bit uncontrollable, but if you're living with someone and you're willing to take the risks and combine your policies, you'll actually get a fairly good discount for having two vehicles on one policy. Keep in mind, if the other person doesn't have the best driving record, you may want to think about that one twice. Continuous insurance is actually a discount with Progressive. So what they've been able to calculate is the longer you've had insurance with a single policy, with some company, doesn't have to be them, it could be someone else, they're going to give you a credit for that. For the loyalty of staying with one specific company, 6 months or more, they're going to credit that. And I believe it maxes out at 5 years. So once you hit that 60-month period, then you've gotten the best discount that you can with the continuous insurance discount. Snapshot. It's the most known thing. They were one of the first people to do the Snapshot. It's a telematics system, so to speak, and what it does is it rates you based on how quickly you brake, how fast you drive, when you drive, all of that stuff, and it gives you a pretty large discount. Those can be also 15 to 25% discount based on the state that you live in and the amount of driving habits that you have, whether they're good or bad. That's a huge thing. So when I actually give people quotes, I usually say Snapshot to them, or say it's similar to a Snapshot for all the other companies that do a telematics, because Progressive has really kind of coined that phrase where people just realize, okay, it's gonna plug into my car. Nowadays, it's just an app on the phone and it's gonna track my driving. And if I do well, they're gonna give me a discount for that. Now this might sound a little bit crazy, but this discount is going to be for adding a teen driver to your policy. What? Okay, it is expensive. Don't get me wrong. The price is ridiculously high for having a teen in general, but Progressive actually gives a discount for your teen. Now that also falls in line with the sixth one, which is a good student discount. So if you have a teen, they'll give you a discount for having a teen and putting them on the same policy with you versus having them go somewhere else. And they'll also give them a discount if they're getting a B on average or better. So having good grades, that's a good student discount. They have to be typically 25 years or younger, and you have to show the last grade report as proof of that discount. Which also ties into the seventh one, is distant student, as they call it. So the further away your child is at school, so if they're at college, if they're not living at home and you keep the car at your house and that school is 100 or more miles away, you're typically going to get a lower rate because the risk has lowered, and they discount that, so to speak. So the good student is one piece, and then the away at school or the distant school discount is also available. Now it doesn't normally go and hit until it's 100 miles or more. I've actually entered it in several times at lower mileage. I really haven't seen much, if any, of a price change. So it's typically when you're 100 miles or further away. Those are some discounts that you can apply when you have a younger driver. Depending on your state you're in, number 8 is being a homeowner. I'm in Michigan and they just removed the ability to give a discount for that. So sorry, Progressive, we've kind of lost you there. But you still got really good rates, so I'm happy with that. However, most states will allow a homeowner's discount. So if you just own a home, that's it. You didn't have to do the multi-policy, although you'll get an additional discount if you're a homeowner and you do the multi-home discount or multi-product discount. So you're gonna kind of double dip on that one. Number 9 is a paperless discount. So if you're willing to get everything excluding the mail through email and through text and whatever you want, you e-sign it all, they're gonna give you a little bit of a kickback for that. Number 10 is paid in full. If you pay the bill in full, they're going to give you a discount for that as well. There is a little bit of a trick to Progressive. It depends on what you're looking for. So most people want a 12-month policy. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes when you're back up and you actually do a 6-month policy, they actually give you, if you're going to be able to pay that in full, they'll give you a better discount for that option if you can pay that whole premium all up front. Number 11 is going to be kind of a break off of that, where if you're not going to be able to pay in full, if you do automatic payments, they'll also give you a discount. And that actually saves you probably $50 to $60 a year. So you'll actually get an extra $5 to $10 off of that, on top of you're not going to pay those fees that they have for mailing out the paperwork and paying someone to do all of that. Discount number 12 is don't bug them. That's oddly enough the opposite. It's actually a surcharge, but it's a discount if you don't call Progressive often. When you use them a lot and you're the type of person that calls them every week, calls them every other day, has questions, needs this changed, needs this done, they actually have a little bit of a surcharge in most states, where if you've utilized them more than normal, then there's going to be a little bit of a surcharge for that. So the discount is use them as much as you need them. That's really the biggest advice there. But try to not need them as much as you can figure out on your own, especially if you have the app right there and you're just trying to get like an ID card. One of the ways around that discount is to go through an agent, so that you're not actually contacting Progressive directly. So I work with a company that works with 17 different companies, not just Progressive, and Progressive happens to be one of them. They've even been appointed to sell home insurance with them, which is not everywhere in every state, which is an achievement for them, but also a benefit for you. If you guys are interested in that and you want those options, I'll put a link in the description below where you can fill out a quote with them, and they'll usually shop you across all those companies. But from my experience, in most cases, Progressive is usually in the top 3, sometimes the top 5, and they're usually a good option depending on what you're looking for. And then the 13th discount that you can get is more of a homeowner's thing. So if you're a homeowner and you have updates on the home, they're actually going to give you a discount for that as well. So they're going to give kind of an update discount when the roof has been replaced or the plumbing has been replaced. They actually give a larger discount than most companies offer in those situations. All right, guys, don't forget to leave in a comment below and let me know which discount that you thought was the most informative. I want some advice from you. I also have a few videos that go over the discounts in general. So if you want some other discount advice, a lot of these are going to mix and be similar, but there may be a few that you missed out of there that might apply here. I'm Mark with Think Insurance. I will see you in the next one.